Now, welcome to a review reaction breakdown of the new Season 2 trailer of The Bad Batch.
All of the above?
D, all of the above.
Hype train.
Hype train, yeah, it looked pretty dang good, actually.
I got chills at one portion, and I'm not...
Really?
I don't remember where exactly at the moment.
It's Cody. It's
might
gotta be Cody.
Might have been Cody.
I get chills from Cody.
Well, I usually get chills from Sexy Rexy. But,
I do.
but there was a lot of interesting tidbits in this trailer. For one, it heavily featured my boy Echo.
Is that a sign? Like, did they hear the audience say, Echo, 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 where is he?
Where are you?
Yeah, because he was, of the main crew, he was probably the most absent. Though Tech didn't really shine in season 1
No,
either.
he didn't shine, except for the fact that he was the stupidest smart guy ever.
Well, he's the oblivious, you know.
Yeah, he's oblivious. He doesn't tell people information he doesn't think anyone needs to know. Yeah. Hey, I fixed these parts of the ship. We're fine. But you didn't fix that important part?
Yeah, but you didn't really see. He misses the obvious, yeah.
Yes. Whereas Echo, they just treated him as a droid. Anytime they needed someone to plug into something.
Literally a droid.
That was literally what Echo did. And
yeah. Hey, we need that arm attachment
I really like Echo. I think he's like my favorite because he's part of the
Echo's your favorite clone.
I like Echo.
I don't know who my favorite clone is. That's actually hard.
That
is a fun poll to do.
He's my favorite one on the Bad Batch.
I got to do a poll. We talked about doing the droid poll, and we put it off because we need like a top number of droids to actually compete.
Yes.
Like 8 droids, and then we have like a BattleBot thing. But I'm getting way off topic. This trailer, really good.
Right. I liked that we do know time. We've heard from other sources and stuff that time will have passed between Season 1 and Season 2. It looks like at least a year, a couple years.
Yeah, I guess so.
Omega's
looks a little older, a little different.
She's clearly been training in this time. She looked competent, and it felt more believable. I don't know, just because time has passed.
Well, she only did like one thing. She shot the crab thing and like jumped and caught the rope. I don't remember her doing like much else. Well, that's very competent. I'm sure I would have died to the crab if I tried that.
So I feel like she's been training, and I'm happy about that.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't hate her. I thought she got annoying at times in Season 1 because she's obviously the child character that they're pushing for the kids. I get it. I'm fine with it. Doesn't mean I can't be a tad annoyed by her from time to time as not a child.
Palpatine,
yeah.
He was there. He was my boy. And he's like, I will look angry.
What else does he do but look angry and say cool things about being the Senate?
That's true.
Well, no, he does other things too. But
we saw Omega with our little friend Gungi?
I think it's Gungi.
From Clone Wars.
I can't remember how you pronounce his name. Does it actually get said in that episode of Clone Wars?
I don't remember. Arc? It has been a long time since I watched that arc.
Wow. It's been like only probably 2 years since I watched Clone Wars again.
And you can't pronounce all their names perfectly?
No, I'm terrible with names.
Wow.
Anybody who knows me well knows I suck at names.
He does.
Both coming up with them, pronouncing them, whatever it might be, remembering them. I remember faces, not names.
Mm-hmm. And I hate to say it, but I said it to you. I think he needs to die.
You're so tragic, always.
Well,
no, I agree.
How many clones do we really want surviving Order 66 and making it? Yes. How many Jedi are really going to make it?
Well, they're in theory.
We can't keep saving them all. I'm sorry.
It's going to turn out Yoda was dead wrong. Like there was still like
there was like
Jedi.
Thousands of them still out there. I just picked you.
Like nobody died. Like actually, there was still like 9 of the 10,000 Jedi were left at that point.
Yeah, they're
just all in hiding and didn't know they were still all alive.
Right. So I think we need to lose him. Sadly.
No, I agree. I mean, I don't know that we see him die.
Not that I want characters to die. You can't keep making every Jedi survive. You can't.
Somehow the Jedi survived.
In massive numbers too.
Well, I mean, this is like a year probably post Revenge of the Sith, assuming because I know the first season immediately after. I think we have like a year or something go by. So there's plenty of them still running around at this point. Yeah. I'm sure. We
saw a new character, Fee Genoa, played by Wanda Sykes. It actually looked like her, too.
It did
crazy.
A little, yeah.
It was crazy. I'm curious how comedic she'll be. I mean, it sounded like she was going to crack some jokes. I mean, that's what Wanda Sykes is known for. I have no qualms with that. I'm curious what her role is. It looks like she is going to be... The clones are sent on a mission for something. Yeah.
There's talking of a heist. Or speaking
There's
of
a heist.
Here.
So that they can really, truly be free.
Every Star Wars show needs a heist, right?
Why not?
Star Wars shows are built on heists.
You're horrible. Then Cody says the most interesting line in the entire trailer. He's talking to Crosshair and he goes, more and more clones are questioning the Order. And Crosshair goes, then they're traitors like the Jedi.
That is the most interesting part, because there was a lot of questions, confusion in season 1 about what happened exactly when that chip goes off and they hear Order 66. Does it hit the reset button?
Right, and how long is that going to really work?
Yeah, because we see obviously in Rebels and elsewhere that the clones eventually become just fine, even those who have it triggered. I mean, maybe not just fine. I'm sure there are battle scars, if you will.
So do you think there's going to be a mass exodus of them killing all the clones?
Well, that is probably what's going to happen.
I mean,
something along
Cody
those
looked
lines.
uncomfortable saying that.
I mean, there were millions of them, and it kind of feels like there are very few as the years go by.
Yeah, even aging out, they're not.
Yeah, not that you
gone.
can't, not that a million people can't, kind of just disperse into the galaxy and disappear. It's a giant galaxy. I mean, a million people could probably disperse in planet Earth.
Yeah, but you only need one wanted poster for them. They all look the same. They're clones.
Yes.
Yay.
I even though they do all kind of look a little different. But no, my point is, like I said, even on planet Earth, you could disperse and hide a lot of people. Maybe not a million people. That's a lot. But
if they get rid of them before that can happen, before they turn into deserters, they're questioning the Order now, but they aren't running.
No. It seems like most of them just want to keep doing their duty and maybe have some thoughts and regrets about what happened.
As Cody said to that one person who we don't know yet, they're not here to be the bad guys, They're here to bring peace. They're not here to fight.
They're here to follow orders and do what they were created to do.
Right. So I feel worried for them. Because Cody looked a little nervous, and in the first trailer we saw him, he had a knife and looked like he was fighting. I'm curious if he's fighting to escape, or maybe that's the mission that Rex tells them to go on. And
go save
maybe
Cody.
He somehow got word from Cody. Maybe some old channel he activated was like, hey, Cody, if you're...
Hey, Rex,
if you're listening, this we need help.
That's where they talked crap about Kenobi and Anakin. This is what my general said today. Oh, you think that's bad?
Yeah, Anakin's still hanging out with that senator. Wink, wink. They got emojis.
They knew. They were every time.
They're texting.
Yeah, they knew. That's why they originally spray painted her on a gunship. That got taken out of the Bad Batch arc, though.
Should have stayed in there.
Yeah.
We saw the squad visited Sereno. We saw one clip of
Dooku's throne room,
Dooku's window, his office, his office window. So they're going to Sereno to look through Dooku's old stuff.
I guess
it looked like it.
Is that where the heist happens? Because they kind of implied that the heist was going to be on a star. We saw a Star Destroyer bridge, or whatever.
Yeah, it looked like they were in a ship. Yeah, but they're definitely on Sereno in his house, unless a lot of people have the same window. But that window is so distinct, it had to be there because it's his.
Yeah. Well, there's no way it's another window, right?
No, it's that window. And it looked like the place had been abandoned. There were some, the window looked like it was broken, because we know Dooku hasn't been home in a while.
Kind of lost his head at some point
nicely.
During the Clone Wars.
We saw Bail Organa.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder, are they going to get in touch with Bail? Are we going to play the Bad Batch becomes the early Rebellion days?
Maybe Fulcrum needed a squad.
Maybe
Ahsoka works with them.
Oh,
why not?
Filoni
loves
it's like a countdown
in.
to Ahsoka. That's what I feel like Bad Batch should be called.
Tick tick.
I love Dave Filoni. I love Ahsoka, but maybe we don't need her in this.
Well, we do know Ahsoka is with Bail, according to the Tales of the Jedi.
Yes.
And then we saw Bail, and we're like, well, I guess we could bring in Ahsoka.
Let me introduce you to Ahsoka Tano. You've probably heard of her because she's the awesomest in the galaxy.
Yes, bingo. Why not?
No, I'm just joking around. Ahsoka's great, but I don't think we need her in this. I'm going to say it.
The show is going to be running January 4th, so less than a month to go, through March 29th. So we are getting 4 weeks or something, or 3 weeks. We're getting some overlap with Mando.
Yeah, some overlap, 4 weeks of overlap with Mando.
Yeah, because Mando starts...
the first.
So, yeah, we're getting some overlap with Mando. We're getting 3 days of double episodes. Hopefully that means they're just giving us full story arcs instead of to be continues. Yeah. Episodes 1 and 2 come out together. Episodes 7 and 8 come out together. And 15 and 16 come out together.
I hope so. I think that was one of the weaker parts of season 1 was the one-off episodes. I prefer arcs. I mean, I get it. Early days of Clone Wars were one-off episodes. I'm not saying this first season had to be perfect of the Bad Batch, but I personally would love more story arcs than just that 23-minute adventure of the week style thing.
Don't forget, Parents, the Bad Batch comes out soon.
What was that? That was strange, wasn't it?
It bothered me. We had to go back and watch it with subtitles. I'm like, they said parents, didn't they, at the very end? Parents, prepare yourself for clones killing people.
Yeah, what was
for a Trandoshan hunt that is coming.
Is it like they know the majority of their audience is older and adults, and they're like, "Hey, tell your kids to watch this too."
I don't know.
It was very strange.
They didn't have to say that at all. They chose to, and it's weird.
It was different. That's for sure.
Because the comment section isn't full of kids.
No, I mean, I'm sure plenty of kids watch Star Wars. I'm not saying they don't. I don't think Star Wars has resonated with this generation as it did perhaps the prequels.
They should know that their audience also for this show will consist of a lot of adults.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was it like, hey, remember you have kids,
No,
have them watch this too?
It wasn't. It was a kick in the face. They were punching up, like, boom. See, it's a kid show. It's a kid show.
It
Disney
is a kid
said
show.
so.
That's fine. I think Bad Batch, as I said about Omega earlier, this is more geared towards the younger audience, which is absolutely fine. It doesn't mean you can't watch it as an adult or as a parent. Not everything needs to be Andor. Love Andor, but you don't need to turn Bad Batch into Andor.
Oh, wow, that would be really...
It'd be good, though. Come on now.
It'd be good, but it would be such a jolt from the first season.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wait, what happened? Hoping it's also not Fetch Quest of the Week either. They did a lot of Fetch Questing.
That's what I was saying about the kind of one-off, the villain of the week kind of thing. Not that there was a villain of the week episodes, but it was more that, okay, self-contained episodes, which can be good. Everybody just wants to call them filler, but they can still be good just because it doesn't further the main plot.
And I hope Omega doesn't get too upset. We saw her in the trailer talking to my boy about how she's she feels like they're in this position because of her.
Well, they kind of are.
But
yes and no. I mean, without her, do they run away?
Do they run away? How are they running away less successfully with her? I mean, I assume they would want to run away, or else they'd all be conditioned like Crosshair, so she did kind of...
Crosshair's happy with his conditioning.
Yeah, he is.
I don't think he is. I mean, you see in season 1 that he is... There are times when he's like, I don't like being here. I miss my brothers. My other brothers.
My other brothers.
Because I have a lot of brothers.
I just wonder if there's going to be some dissension among the crew, because there's another scene with Hunter and Echo talking about how the Empire is expanding their reach, and, they're trying to hide, and he's going, well, there's people, and Echo's replying, well, there's people who need our help.
Well, Echo was more a traditional clone. I mean, became an ARC trooper and all that. I'm not saying he wasn't like an exceptional clone, but he was more for the Republic and more for that. Whereas the Bad Batch were like, hey, we got this big mission. We need you to go kill 1 billion battle droids. And
right, they just knew that they were really good at destroying
I don't think they
getting
were,
jobs done.
Yeah, and they were more obviously independent. They had their own, command structure. And
So is it a detriment that he's still really worried about the Republic and the people of the Republic? I mean, that's something that was probably bred into the clones.
Yeah, whereas it kind of didn't take with the Bad Batch.
Right. So are they going to have some dissension within their ranks?
You always got to have dissension, right? You can't just have everybody getting along all the time. Internal drama.
Too hunky-dory.
Internal drama makes good television. And so, this looks pretty good. I have high hopes for Season 2. Season 1 was really good, I thought. We've been doing review caps. We've kind of gotten behind on that, and maybe this will motivate us to go back and really finish that off before January 1st. But I have high hopes. I enjoyed Season 1. Season 2, as long as you kind of tweak some areas, or if they do tweak some areas, I think it can be even better. I think it's going to be even bigger than Season 1 in terms of scope and scale. Mm-hmm. And just give us some story arcs.
Good story arcs, solid story arcs.
Yeah.
Don't feel you have to rush and condense everything into 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's my biggest gripe. Like, I hate when because you can see the beats on a story when it's 23 minutes long. You say, okay, introduction to problem intensifies, resolution. And that just, it becomes too obvious when you got 20-some minutes to do it.
Introduction of problem seems easy to solve. Throw wrench into problem.
Or that. Those are the two formulas.
Dramatic solution.
Yes, there are multiple formulas, but they're all essentially 3-part problem. Something happens with problem gets resolved.
Dramatically.
Dramatic. Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, yes.
All right, well, that is all we got for you this time. So now it's your turn to take to the comments below and tell us what you thought of the Season 2 trailer of The Bad Batch. How excited are you for this series? Did you like Season 1? Do you want to see some maybe little tweaks and improvements over Season 1, or were you happy with it? So take to the comments below, and parents, tell us what you thought of that Bad Batch trailer. And until next time, thanks for watching.